right, la. So I think it's about time, you feel me, your boy. Look, I said in the beginning of this game I don't like to pick mains, but we started playing LAO, and you know, it's just me and LAO kind of we just click like that, you feel me? Me and LAO just click like that, you know. So, and LAO's a really good character in this game, you feel me? Does he have gaps? Yes, but not everybody could be Johnny Cage, right? But LAO's a really strong character, and one of his best cameos is GORO. I would say GORO, Movado, or Johnny Cage, but today we're gonna be talking about LAO GORO, and this is also the easiest way to play Kung Lao. If you want to start playing Kung Lao, you should play Kung Lao GORO. So I know it looks like a lot, you feel me? I play on Xbox, so my buttons are gonna be X, Y, A, B, you feel me? But if you play PlayStation, I'm gonna put the little controller down there in the bottom, and I'm gonna try and use the inputs 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you don't know what 1, 2, 3, 4 means, it's just a universal way of saying buttons, you feel me? Whether you play on a fighter pad, you play on an Xbox, PS4 controller, or whatever, you feel me? It's just universal. Allows 1, 2, right? 7 startup frames. His second fastest move. This is good for when somebody does something negative, like for example, let's say somebody does something stupid. It's his fastest combo starter, you feel me? So if you don't got that best of a reaction time, 1, 2, right? There's also allows 2, 1 and allows 2, 1, 2, right? This one's a little slower, 8 startup frames. If you see in the bottom left, as to the 7. Usually this is what you do for big damage. So let's say somebody does something stupid again, you do 2, 1, 2, and then we got LAO's back 2, 4, right? Human weapon. This is kind of LAO's advancing move. So like, look, if I could be right here, look. Don't just throw this move out, you feel me? Unless you know your opponent's, like, let's say a lot of people like to duck just so they can get under the 2, 1, the 2, 1, or the 2, 1, 2, right? So when someone starts doing that, then you could back 2, 4, because the first hit is a mid, you feel me? So look, there you go. And it's also a launcher. We got LAO's back 3, right knee buckle. It's also LAO's mid. It hits from a pretty good range, and it kind of keeps him out of range of certain things. So like, as you can see, he kind of sticks the leg out, backs his head up a little bit. So it's a good mid and can lead into combos with GORO. So this is one of LAO's more important buttons when you're doing LAO GORO. Feel me? This back 3 can lead into back 3, 3, or you can do back 3, 4, right? And that's a little mix within itself. So mid low, mid overhead, right? And then we also got LAO's stand 3. It's a double hidden move. So let's say somebody tries to armor, right? It breaks their armor. You don't get a combo off of it. Keep people in check who are just armor spamming, right? Or you could just block it, but it's good to have options, you feel me? And then there's LAO's down 4, right? One of his best moves, if you look in the bottom, right? It hits from pretty far range. Not as far range as down 3, right? But look at this. Down 3, hit advantage 10 frames, right? You're plus 15 if you hit one of these, and LAO low profile is a lot of shit, so it's good to just throw out, you feel me? I think even on block 2 it has, I don't think it's as plus, it may even be negative, but it has some pushback, you feel me? So it's down 4 is a good move. And then we got LAO's fastest move, right? His back 1, 4, right? LAO could punish moves that certain characters can't, right? And this is where his back 1, 4 comes in handy. So I actually picked the perfect character for this on accident, right? Let's say subs dive kick, right? Normally -8, you can't punish it with the 1, 2, right? But with LAO's back 1, right, you can punish it. It's a 6 frame starter, right? Look, 6 frames. So anything 7 frames or higher, you should be able to punish. LAO's special moves, right? These are LAO's most important special moves. Does he have like 1 or 2 more? Yeah. And do I know him? Yeah. But for the sake of the video, you feel me, I'm gonna just show you the most important ones, right? So first we got LAO's projectile, his buzzsaw, right? He throws a hat at you, and it's a buzzsaw. It's a high, so your opponent can duck it, right? I usually throw buzzsaws, and then once I train my opponent to think I'm gonna keep throwing buzz saws, I'm like, all right, this is where hat toss comes in handy, right? And then you throw in hat toss with down back 1, and that's a mid. And the cool thing about hat toss, if you hold up, the hat goes up. So like, let's say your opponent's jumping or some shit, you could kind of go up, right? Or if you just want to hit the opponent for sure, hit them low in their feet, you could do down back 1, hold down, and it goes towards the legs, right? Regardless, whichever way you go, it's a mid. And then we got LAO's Shaolin shimmy, right? So he comes back forward 2 and does, it hits you with like a spree of punches, you feel me? It's a good combo ender, you feel me? That's it. It's a combo ender. Don't ever just throw this move out. It's a combo ender. Let's get to the enhanced version, right? Back forward 2, LAO's most important move, his armored special move, right? This is why we play GORO, right? Because GORO allows you to get combos off of LAO's armor. Let's say your opponent knocks you down or some shit, right? And you see them pressing buttons while you're still on the floor. GORO gives you a combo, right? And like I said, it's armored, you know, so you take that hit, whatever hit they're sending to you, and you punish and get a combo. And then we got Lao's Soaring Monk is down back 4, right? Lao's launcher, right? Use this for combos to get your opponent in the air and then keep them floating, you know? And then when you do down back 4 in the air, it's Lao's dive kick. And you get a full combo if you enhance it. Now you know how to play Lao. You know Lao's buttons, right? And once you learn his buttons and you learn Lao as a character, you gotta learn the cameo GORO, right? So what does GORO offer you? Normal right bumper on Xbox, R1 on PlayStation. Just the normal up close. GORO comes to raise the roof real quick. Raise the roof real quick. If he hits, that shit says plus 64. I don't know if you're plus 64. But yeah, and it's not even showing. It's you're safe. You're safe, right? You have down R1 or right bumper, right, which does the same shit, but instead of coming close, GORO goes a little farther. And then you got back RB or R1. GORO does a grab, toss your opponent in the air, right? He also has forward RB or R1, but I rarely use that. I'll never use that, to be honest. Using GORO, you got to be a little more patient because his recharge is not that quick. So you wouldn't just be throwing him out, throwing bullshit like that. You need to be very aware of your cameo bar because the recharge is a little slower on GORO compared to like other cameos. You feel me? All right, and now the fun part, right? You know the character, you know the cameo, right? Now let's put that shit all together. And let's do some combos, baby. 1-2 and 2-1-2 are just combo starters, right? So you can use them both to start combos, but keep in mind one's quicker than the other, right? So 1-2 is when you need to be a little quicker. Let's say you got more time because they did something stupid. Then you do 2-1-2 and you go for damage. But for the sake of the video and showing you optimals, I'm gonna start everything off 2-1-2. It's gonna look a little something like this. And I'm gonna give you a tip, right? Because this is Lao. Lao's execution is not as easy as some other characters, right? So I'm trying to slow it down, right? So after 2-1-2 into enhanced Soaring Monk into the aerial hit, right? After that, the character's gonna be floating down a little farther away from you, right? So before you hit that back 2-4, you need to dash and then throw out 2-4. And then you're gonna knock your opponent back in the air, and then don't immediately press 1-2-1, right? If you press it too soon, you drop, right? So there's a sweet timing with this at the 1-2-1, right? And the dash into the back 2-4. So human weapon and swollen throw, if that part you're struggling on that, you feel me? Just know it's a timing thing, right? You need to get used to it a little bit. Once you get used to it, bro, all I do is play Lao mostly, and I still drop sometimes. So it's an execution thing with this game. They made the hitboxes a little weird for Lao, buff Lao, but it's doable, you feel me? Just keep in mind that's gonna be for all Lao's combos. The timing and the dash is gonna be all the same. Big boy damage. All right, I almost forgot Lao's forward 2, right? It's Lao's overhead. I think they block it. You're like -19 or something, right? But since you're gonna call in GORO, it makes you safe, right? So this is another perk of having GORO, right? You throw something out negative, you call GORO out, you're chilling. You go for the mix, you're chilling. It lands, you go for the combo. If you really want to challenge yourself, right, off Lao's overhead, instead of using GORO, right, you can overhead into enhanced buzzsaw, right? But keep in mind the timing is real thin on this, real thin. The key is to wait till your hat disappears, right? So look, throw the hat. As soon as the hat disappears, then Lao can move. You throw a move out too soon, it's not gonna hit. You start dashing too soon, you're not gonna hit. You dash too late, they're gonna fall to the ground, right? So look a little something like this. Keep in mind, 2 tries, right? And the first one, my finger slipped, but I play this character a lot. You feel me? So. 424. I think, hey, for 1 bar, that's. If you want, you can go the other route at the end for a little more damage. $464. 2 bars, but you get a little more damage and fatal blow combos. basically all of Lao's bread and butter. Just instead of the Shaolin shimmy, you put the fatal blow, you feel me? So basically all of Lao's combos, but instead of ending it with the Shaolin shimmy, you just end it with the fatal blow, and it works. In the corner. All right, now that you know all the combos, you feel me, you know the reason you have GORO combos, GORO extensions. GORO makes you safe on everything. You know the LAO combos. We got to learn how to play the character when we got it all together, right? So LAO GORO just wants to be in your face. So LAO's most important move is 2-1, right? Your opponent blocks this, you're +3, right? Which most of the time 2-1 into down 1 is guaranteed, but keep in mind, down 1 is -8, so after you down 1, you're giving up your churn if they block it, you feel me? So if you're gonna 2-1 and you feel your opponent's gonna press after, and then you down 1, then if you hit them, it's still your turn, right? But if you 2-1, down 1, and they block it, then it's their turn. But what's cool for LAO is he has his armor also, right? So let's say you try and 2-1, down 1 into armor, right? Let's say the opponent tries to hit after that down 1, and then you armor, right? Whatever they throw out, unless it's an armor breaking move, you're gonna get the hit, you feel me? So LAO just wants to be oppressive. He wants to be in your face. He wants to use his armor to make stupid shit safe. So let's say LAO's overhead, right? You can even armor into that, and then you're -7 instead of being, look at the bottom left, -19 off the overhead. You just armor, and then you're -7. And only certain characters can. I think Kang. I think Kang's one of the only ones. Maybe Kang and Lee May too. But besides that, nobody else can punish LAO's armor. So that's basically the LAO game plan, right? You think you're a neutral right here. You're trying to play footsies. You feel me? Your opponent's not expecting it. You armor, right? Let's say they do throw out something. You have armor, so you're gonna hit them, and it also covers. It covers a wide range pretty quick. Playing footsies. And then it's back to LAO shenanigans, right? But yeah, that's pretty much it. LAO, you want 2-1, right? 2-1 into 2-1-2 stagger. Keep in mind 2-1-2 if it is blocked. If 2-1-2 is blocked, you're -5, so it's not your turn no more, right? There's 2-1-2-1, right? But you almost never want to touch that button because it's -12, right? So just 2-1, right? You're +3. 2-1-2, you give up your turn, right? -5. So you play the stagger game, you feel me? And then you also play the armor game. And you can stagger, and also you can grab a little bit, you feel me? You got to mix it up between the staggers and LAO's grabs. And as you can see, very expensive, right? So I'd only do it like if I needed an extra damage to end the match. But instead of LAO's grab doing 110, right, you can call GORO, do an extra 30 damage, you feel me? That's just if you need to end the game, you feel me? They have a little this much health. You don't want to take a risk, just call your GORO. And LAO's dive kick, right? I think this is underutilized for real. Like, I mean, I don't play a lot of LAOs, but you definitely want to use this for movement. LAO's jumps, jump in LAO's always been a problem. I even remember MK11 used to be LAO's jumping all over the place and shit, and I didn't know what to do. So LAO jumping and dive kicking is a problem. If your opponent does expect this and they space it correctly, they can use that against you also, right? But yeah, that's pretty much how to LAO GORO, you feel me? If you want to see more how to play LAO's video, I've been playing LAO Janet a lot, you feel me, lately. So once I get that down, we're gonna have LAO Janet videos. If you're trying to see more LAO videos or how to LAO videos, just stay tuned. Come on.
I'm not gonna think about it no more. Not messing up like before. Tobacco guts you can leave on the floor. They wanna get high some more. So explain 2021, love it. Temptation taking over me, I hate it. Be prepared, you're gonna make it or break it. Bong ripped up my fist, now my eyes always squinting.